Have you ever wondered how fear can shackle your dreams and prevent you from reaching your full potential? Let's take a moment to unmask the ominous character that is fear. It's an emotion, a feeling that's as old as humanity itself. It's born from our instinct to survive, a primal response to perceived danger. But it's not just a reaction to a threat. Fear is more than that. It's a complex brew of thoughts and emotions, a psychological labyrinth. When we talk about fear, we're not just talking about being scared of a spider or that feeling of dread when things go bump in the night. We're talking about a deep-seated fear, the kind that lurks in the shadows of our minds, whispering tales of failure, rejection, and disappointment. It's a fear that holds us back, a fear that anchors us to our comfort zones, preventing us from reaching out to grab the opportunities that dance tantalizingly before us. Worse still, fear does not merely exist in our minds. It has a physical manifestation. It tightens our chest, quickens our breath, and sends our heart racing. It's a physiological response, a primal alarm system that signals danger. But the danger is not real. It's a phantom, a specter of the mind, an illusion crafted by our thoughts and insecurities. Fear is a dream thief. It creeps into our minds, casting shadows over our dreams, making them seem unreachable, impossible. It whispers tales of failure, reminding us of past disappointments, projecting them into our future. It's a formidable barrier, a wall that separates us from our dreams, our potential, our greatness. But here's the thing about fear. It's not as powerful as it seems. It's not invincible. It's a mask, a facade. Behind its intimidating exterior lies vulnerability. It thrives on our insecurities, our doubts, our self-perceived weaknesses. Starve it of these and it begins to crumble. Fear is not just an emotion, it's a dream thief that can rob us of our potential greatness. But remember, the power to unmask fear, to tear down the wall it builds, resides within us. We have the strength to conquer fear and reclaim our dreams. Have you ever considered how some of the world's most successful individuals overcame their fears to achieve their dreams? Let's dive into the lives of some fearless icons whose stories continue to inspire millions around the globe. Picture Thomas Edison, a man whose name is synonymous with invention. His journey was not a smooth ride, but a bumpy road filled with countless failures. Edison, however, did not cower in fear of failure. Instead, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He faced the fear of failure head-on, and his relentless pursuit resulted in the invention of the electric light bulb, a creation that illuminates our world even today. Now imagine J.K. Rowling, the woman behind the magical world of Harry Potter. Before she became a household name, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers. She was a single mother living on welfare, with her manuscript being turned down time and again. Fear could have easily consumed her, but she chose to wage a war against it. She turned her fear into fuel, persisting until her story found a home. Today, she is one of the most celebrated authors in the world, her books translated into multiple languages, enchanting readers of all ages. These individuals, these fearless icons, faced immense challenges. They could have easily succumbed to their fears. They could have chosen a path of least resistance, but they didn't. They chose to stare fear in the face, to use it as a motivator, a catalyst for change. They chose to step out of their comfort zones, to push boundaries, to dream big. They remind us that fear is not something to be avoided, but rather something to be embraced. Fear is not a barrier. It's a challenge. It's an invitation to step up, to grow, to evolve. It's a test of our strength, our courage, our resilience. Fear is not a stop sign. It's a checkpoint. It's a point of reflection, a moment to reassess and realign. It's a chance to learn, to adapt, to improve. And so, we learn from these fearless icons that fear is not a stop sign, but a stepping stone to success. They teach us that it's not about the number of times we fall, but the number of times we get up, dust ourselves off, and keep moving forward. They show us that fear, in its essence, is nothing more than a feeling that we have the power to control, to conquer. These icons remind us that fear is not a stop sign, but a stepping stone to success. Do you realize that sometimes our biggest fears are tied to our greatest dreams? It's a curious truth, isn't it? A paradox that often goes unnoticed, hidden in the corners of our consciousness. The fear-dream paradox, as we'll call it, is this strange dance between what we desire most and what scares us the most. Picture this. Your dream is a mountain peak, majestic and alluring, yet intimidating in its grandeur. Your fear, on the other hand, is the steep and treacherous path leading up to that peak. You long to reach the summit, to bask in the glory of your dream, but the path is fraught with risks and challenges. That's when fear creeps in, whispering doubts into your ear, sowing seeds of hesitation. But here's the twist. Fear isn't necessarily a bad thing. It isn't always there to pull you away from your dreams. In fact, it can be the very force that drives you towards them. Fear, in its essence, is a primal response to potential danger, a survival mechanism designed to keep us safe. But when channeled correctly, it can become a motivator, a catalyst for action. When fear is tied to your dreams, it's because you care about those dreams. You fear because you have something at stake, something valuable to lose. And it's this fear that can stoke the fires of your determination, urging you to overcome obstacles, to fight for your dreams. Ask any successful person and they'll tell you, they've faced fear, they've felt its icy grip, but instead of letting it hold them back, they've used it as fuel. They've used it to push harder, to go further, to climb higher, because in the face of fear, they've found their resolve, their purpose, their courage. In the end, fear and dreams are two sides of the same coin. They exist in a delicate balance, each feeding off the other. It's a paradox, yes, but a beautiful one at that. Fear is the shadow of our dreams. Where there's a shadow, there's light. And that light is your potential, your passion, your dream. Don't be afraid of the shadow. Embrace it, for it leads you to your light. Are you aware of the strategies that can help you conquer your fears and chase your dreams? Let's delve into some key strategies to overcome fear, turn it into a catalyst, and let it propel you towards your dreams. First and foremost, understand your fear. Fear is not your enemy. It's a natural reaction our bodies have developed over thousands of years to protect us from danger. It's a survival instinct. Just as we can't ignore our hunger or thirst, we can't just wish away our fears. Understanding this is the first step to overcoming it. Next, face your fear. It's easy to avoid situations that make us uncomfortable. But remember, growth happens outside our comfort zone. Instead of running away from fear, try running towards it. It might sound counterintuitive, but it's only by facing our fears that we can begin to overcome them. Then, use your fear as a stepping stone. Once you've faced your fear, don't just stop there. Use it to propel you forward. Fear can be an incredibly motivating force if we let it. Instead of letting it paralyze you, let it energize you. Let it push you towards your goals. Also, practice resilience. Remember, overcoming fear is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. There will be times when fear will try to hold you back again. When that happens, remind yourself of the times you've faced your fears and how far you've come. Use your past victories to fuel your future ones. Lastly, celebrate your progress. Every step you take towards overcoming your fear is a victory. Don't wait until you've completely conquered your fear to celebrate. Celebrate every small step. It will not only boost your morale, but also reinforce your belief in your ability to overcome fear. When we learn to harness our fears, we unlock the door to our dreams. So let's start unlocking those doors today. Are you ready to conquer your fears and chase your dreams? Now is the moment of truth. It's time to face those lurking shadows of doubt and uncertainty. Remember, fear is just an illusion, a mirage that keeps us from venturing into the unknown, from reaching our true potential. It's high time we shattered these illusions. Our journey begins with a single step, a step towards courage, a step towards our dreams. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory over fear. It's a declaration of your strength, your resilience. Your dreams are calling. Can you hear them? They're whispering in the wind, shimmering in the stars. They're waiting for you, just on the other side of fear. So, take that step. Embrace the challenge. Let your heart beat with the rhythm of courage. Let your spirit soar on the wings of ambition. The key to your dreams lies in your hands. Unlock your potential. Be fearless.